It's me. It's Friday. I'm back to try to raise more money for the American Cancer Society. We're going to be playing some vintage with Paradoxical Outcome, 4-color Paradoxical Outcome today. I took the list from Bryant. He's been on a tear lately with this sort of deck. You know, I want to give it a go. I'm going to play with no music today, just sort of alternating days with or without music to see how it goes and what people think of it. So, yeah, I don't know. The only win condition I have in my main deck is Monastery Mentor. Technically, you can kill someone with Citadel, sack 10 permanents, Yawgmoth the Citadel back, but that's a little bit more work than I want to do a lot of the time. So, kind of just gonna take it the easy way. Just hope that I can mentor them out every game, you know? It's going well. It's a Friday, so, you know, people can't be mad at Fridays, right? Getting a little bit of... Does the stream look fine to everyone? It seems to be getting a little bit of frame loss, but, you know, it is what it is. Also, the Cardboard Life extension should be updated, so let me know if that is the case. Alright. Everything's fine. Let's go. You enjoy the stream and you want to support the stream, hit that follow button, hit that sub button. Twitch Prime subs are greatly appreciated. If you want to support the fundraiser, type !ACS and donate any amount you can. Every single dollar helps. Really, that's what I'm here for this month. Play Magic, raise some money. You know, the good things in life. I'll probably stream for about 4 hours, however long that is. Alright. Don't need to look at my sideboard. So the Vintage League matches have been firing a lot because this weekend is Vintage Eternal Weekend. Loot Tree. Okay. So Loot Tree generally means like a Xerox style deck, like a control deck or a mid-range deck, depending on your definition. Wait. Oh, like, okay, I was not supposed to get this hand. Actually confused myself for a second. I guess let's hope to draw a blue source. That's gonna be a yikes from me. Did I misstep Soul Ring here? I think I'll let it go. I just want to misstep like a Preordain or Ancestral. Really, this is a Tinker deck first. The PO deck. It's actually a Tinker deck. That sucks. Guess I should have misstepped the Soul Ring. Alright, we're gonna need a good one. What's up, Einwinzer? Alright. God damn it. I'm probably dead now. There's a lot of vintage occurring, and I wish it was on my side. What happened? Oh, that reminds me, I should get a refund for the graveyard ordering thing from last night. Screwing me. Right. So, definitely alive. Blue source would have been really good. But yeah, I brought this upon myself. I should have just mulliganed my hand, and potentially I should have misstepped the Soul Ring. They put Lutri into their hand, then Brainstorm with Jace. Seems like you should do that the other way, because if you draw anything you want to cast, you would rather cast it first. Like, so you're committing 3 mana to putting Lutri in your hand, right? You always have that option after you Brainstorm with Jace, but you don't have the option to regain the mana back if you want to do something else with it, right? Alright. I shouldn't have kept, and maybe I should have misstepped the Soul Ring. This is not ideal, but I feel confident I can win this matchup versus a Lutri deck. Okay, I don't think they're going to have Wasteland, or if they have Wasteland, they're not going to have Max Wasteland, most likely, if I remember Lutri correctly. Oh, non-land. Okay, never mind. Maybe they do have Max Wasteland. I'm not going to worry about it. Hurkyl is pretty bad, though. Monk. Thank you for the follow. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. I think I can shave a Lavinia as well. Do I want the last Fluster? I think I'm satisfied with this. Thank you for the kind words, Monk. Yeah, I should have mulliganed. It was really bad, but sometimes you forget. And then forgetting gets you killed. I don't know. I guess the first one's at like 3 a.m. Eastern today, which I'm not playing. I'm not playing any of them. I'm pretty busy. Oh, this hand's pretty good. So they did not side out of Lutri, which means they probably only have like 2 forces at most. In any case, I'm just gonna go for the throat. Yo, John Watts, thank you for the $20 donation to the fundraiser. I'm going to get Ancestral. So the actual go for the throat play would be to get Tinker, but I think I don't have to be quite that aggressive. Yeah, I love Snoopy. Did I side out Island? It did. I might end up regretting that if they have a bunch of Wastelands, but that's okay. Be aggressive, be aggressive. Did not listen to them, no, but I think it's pretty good. With a lot of mana. I was sort of scared that they would have another Wasteland right there, which would not be good for me, I won't lie. But I'm not casting the Ancestral there. If I draw another blue source, I'm in really good shape. The only bad card in my hand is the Citadel. The rest of my hands are like pretty darn live. Okay. That was really good, actually. Sure, I'll keep those. So they're like, I mean, I already knew that they were like a singleton deck, but this really hammers home what they're actually doing. What's their hand? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I Yawgmoth, they can daze. It feels like I should still will. Like a value will is like pretty darn good here still, is my take on the situation. So if I tap, like I get Probe, Land Drop, Ancestral, which is probably good enough. That has to be good enough, right? Probe, Land Drop, Ancestral, Probe is like pretty backbreaking. Like dazing me is not even that exciting for them. Like they have to pick up their land that sets them back from like running me out of the game. Like Peachwood just says this has like a draw 4, make a land drop is just so good. It's like effectively a draw 5 because I don't even have a land this turn, right? Okay, they just let it resolve. I'm gonna lead on that because if I draw Academy, seems like a slightly worse Escape to the Wilds. Nah, it's probably better. How do I want to do this? Probably fetch for Volcanic Ancestral. Could fetch for Tundra too, actually. That is probably more correct. Yo, Callum, welcome back. Thank you for the sub. Hope you're having a good one. Hope the Warhammer's treating you well. Oh, I should tap like that. You can daze this. Okay. I think I just want both. Now I can just discard a land and probably the Citadel. Maybe I need the Citadel to win? I can brainstorm it back into my deck. Most of my tutors are gone, so maybe I do need the Citadel to win. I feel like I don't, though. How many packs will I open? I don't know yet. I do want to figure out what I should do with this, though. I think I can pitch fetch Fluster. You'll eventually get to 200,000 channel points. I've been saving up the chests for y'all. Not gonna misstep that. That's just a 1-for-1. Like, I think the way I lose is if they like resolve a bunch of big card drawers, not small ones. Right. What's up, Worm? Yeah, I feel like we've won as well. I have used my Yawgmoth, but alright, there's the Tinker, so I can... What I was going to do was brainstorm my Citadel back and then Tinker for it, actually. But, I mean, like, I'm so far ahead. I have 19 cards in my hand, they have 7. I don't know. I'm not the right person to ask about that, because I kind of don't like playing those style of fairish decks in Vintage, because I can get that play experience anywhere else, really. But oh yeah, I probably want the island back in, given what occurred. Mentor's restricted. It's been restricted for a while. If you check the B&R page, it's probably like 3 years. I want to say 3 years. I feel like it was restricted in 2016, maybe 2017. I don't... It's like hard for me to remember, though. I don't know what to cut here. I'm going to check a website that tells me what I should cut. A certain person has a really good resource on this deck. Wait, where did it go? I thought it was on this website. I lost it. I thought Bryant had one, but let me try to figure it out. Maybe I don't need the Sprite Dragons. Kind of feels like I do, though. The difference between Ren and Life from the Loam is that the emblem's actually pretty threatening, I think, as well, right? First off, the emblem's pretty threatening, and second off, picking off X1s actually matters. I'm not going to mulligan this, but obviously there's some danger. Ren murders your birds of paradise. It does. I cast Ren versus Infect in GP Atlanta, and holy cow, is that not close. I did not know what card that was at first. I literally had no idea, which is kind of funny if you think about it. My Tundra is less valuable than my Volk, I think, so... I think the Soul Ring is actually pretty valuable for a lot of reasons. Just let us shuffle, play Sapphire. I kind of want to force this, actually, because I think they're going to get Wasteland, and I think that's going to be pretty problematic. I don't know. I think that one's close. Maybe I don't have to counter it, but my mana's not really that safe either, right? Alright, I'm looking for Tinker, probably. Looking for a Pyroblast real bad, because I think the deck next turn will be pretty dangerous. Yo, Canister, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good practice. You were streaming Standard, right? I think I popped in earlier. I'm playing some Vintage. I think PO is pretty good. Mr. Simba, thank you for the follow. This looks like a dig, which is kind of problematic. Yeah, I'm doing a fundraiser for American Cancer Society. Everyone coming from Canada stream. If you want to donate any amount of money, that would be appreciated. You can see the link here. And if you just want to hang out, that's cool too. Hit that follow button, hit that sub button. Thanks for being here, and we're going to be here for a while. We're going to play a few leagues with this deck. So I think drawing a land would be my best, would be a decent draw actually, not my best draw. I think my best draw would actually be Tinker, but I did side down on tutors, so it's not that likely. Pyro would also be decent. Pyroblast. What else would be good to draw? What's exiled? Brainstorm, was that pitch to force? Oh yeah, Lotus would be nuts, obviously. I would go Mentor, Lotus, Yawgmoth, Preordain. Our opponent's companion is Loot Tree for what it's worth. So I know a lot of these cards are probably just one-offs. What does that do? Mentor. Mentor Opal Preordain? Probably. Then Soul Ring if I draw land. That seems correct to me, right? Yo, Sherwinator, MTG, thank you for follow. Oh, and congrats on your top 8 in the big event. Well, they probably have multiple wastelands. Oh shoot, that doesn't work. Oh, I messed that up. Whoops. Okay, yeah, I was supposed to. Yep, that was bad. But I think I'm fine. I've resolved Mentor. If they kill a Mentor, it's sort of sad, but you know. What's really sad is if they steal this, I can't even tap it in response because it doesn't even have the ability. They're not even bothering that. I actually think it's probably a mistake to minus deck there as well. They're Loot Tree. So if they're Loot Tree, they're just going to have a bunch of weird random one-ofs, right, Orm? I think the Loot Tree explains why Noble Hierarch's in their deck, right? Yeah, it's a Loot Tree deck. Oh no, I think what I did last turn was definitely a mistake, friend. I'm not trying to justify it by any stretch of the imagination, but I could have had a slightly better turn, at least. I almost thought that I forgot to activate Teferi, but I did activate it, so that's good. Ramunite Excavator, huh? Running 6? Yep. So I can either ping the token or pick up a land. So this is like a rogue deck. No, you don't. It's like a rogue Xerox deck, but it has Loot Tree for some reason. Literally a scam? How's that a scam? Did I promise anything out of there? Okay, let's do it right this time. Yo, Fubaj, thank you for donating $20 to the fundraiser. Appreciate you. All right. Mentor. Preordain. Probably gonna take out the Jace. It strikes me as the most threatening of the Planeswalkers. Oh my god, Time Walk is so good here. That's literally the nuts. Alright, I'm taking out... actually, I can take out Ren on this swing, I guess. Right. Hold on. Actually, is it lethal if I just attack them? They go to 13. I'll have 2, 1, 1, 1. So that's 5. Yawgmoth, 9. Time Walk, 13. So just attacking them is lethal? Alright, cool. This is also like everything I do is lethal, so I guess the more fun thing to do is actually cast Paradoxical. Actually, Yawgmoth is cooler. I don't know, it kind of doesn't matter, right? Everything wins here. Every path leads to victory. Alright, 1-0! Thanks for everyone being here. We peeled out to win that one. Like, hardcore we peeled out. Instant speed Yawgmoth with Tef. I guess I could. I don't really see the point when they're like 100% dead. Outcome was less clicks, yeah. That was, well, they're both a lot of clicks, so it doesn't really matter, right? One 0 despite my best efforts to throw the match. By which I mean keep an unkeepable hand in game 1, which caused me to lose. Alright. Match 2 of the first league. Let's go. I think this is Doomsday, most likely. Disco Rem's been playing a lot of Doomsday. Alright, this is Eternal and Tinker with Force Backup. I'm not Mario, but I have fun playing Vintage. Yes. I should hold control. Right, that's fine. Probably get Time Walk. I could get Mentor, but in case if I hit a clump of cards that are bad, I should just get Time Walk, right? To try to clear them out. Oh no, I should just get Top, actually, I think. If I get Top, I can clear out all the bad clumps just by drawing past them, right? Now, the problem with Top is if it gets missed up, then it's bad. So the question is, do I want to play around Misstep? It's Top or Time Walk. I think I'm just going to get Walk instead, but I'm not sure. Alright. Alright. Yeah, but the Lyserg, I think I can afford to play around Misstep. That was my logic. I think they're Doomsday still, personally. Don't remember how I was siding versus Doomsday. It's been a while. Really, you were? I don't think so, but I guess it's one top versus one misstep. It's top versus misstep versus me hitting like 2 lands in a row. What did they pitch to force? They pitched Ancestral. Okay, then yeah, I probably threw it then. Hurkyl's can go. Hurkyl's is bad. I think you can shave a Opal and a PO, personally. I don't love Sprite Dragon. Doesn't really do much. I mean, you could make a case that I'm supposed to just go low to the ground and try to aggro them out with the Sprite Dragons, but kind of hate it. I'm pretty sure it's Doomsday, but I don't have proof for sure that's Doomsday. It's just Discover N has played a lot of Doomsday in the past, so that's why I think it's Doomsday. Oh, if it's Doomsday, I can side out at the island for the Volk. That's I didn't click on it, but I should have. So I would normally get Tinker, but I can't. And the Citadel, the tutor's like kind of shit. I think I just ship. So if I draw a boost source, it sounds like kind of nuts. So I guess I'll keep. Yeah, I think if I don't have top in this hand, I should actually mulligan. But I think with the top, it's a keep. Yo, what's up, X Die DE 1010? We're about to get Doomsday out, I think. Like, this certainly does not look good for my prospects of winning this game. Hydration time. Oh, darn it, I don't have any water near me. I'll go get some water after this match to fulfill the request. So a boost source is probably my best draw. I'll just go all in here, I think, if I draw a boost source. I don't love waiting for a lot of reasons. This is my favorite part of Doomsday, waiting for them to make their pile while I go do nothing. Alright. So what you can do is look at their exile zone to try to figure out what's in their pile and what's in their hand. Should I even bother? Like, that's really good, actually. Alright. 1 force, 2 force, 3 force, force of negation, dispute, trap, fluster, fluster, fluster. Alright. I guess I could, like, hypothetically deduce exactly where everything is and what zones. Alright. So there's a Street Wraith in the pile. There's an Ancestral in the pile. There's a Black Lotus in the pile. There's a Force of Will somewhere. There's a trap in the hand or pile. How many dazes are gone? No dazes are gone. Right. Yeah, I don't think they might have a force and a trap somewhere. I'm not gonna get another turn, most likely. So they probably trap force. Right. I'm just gonna cast a Tinker and see what happens, I guess. Right. It's probably better that get trapped than the alternatives, but I was pretty sure that they had a trap. Don't think I could actually get around that trap. Alright. Game 3, I'll be on the play. Maybe I can just turn 1 Tinker them with force back up again. Yeah, that's why I topped first, actually, Ferendo. I didn't mention it, but if I find a force in my top 3, then I can just Tinker with force backup, which I think is really insane. better, I think. I think this is better. I think Misstep is my worst card by a lot. My expectation is they'll go Strand, Sapphire. Actually, maybe I'll let that go. Probably not, actually. I think I can just afford to go for their throat again. He drew one unknown card. I'm going to tinker away the Pearl. Actually, maybe it's better to tinker away the Opal because it's better to play off Yawgmoth. Got it. All right. Gonna get some water. I'll be right back. If you want to support the stream, hit that follow button, hit that sub button. If you want to support the fundraiser, type !ACS and donate what you can. I'll be right back in a minute or two. All right, I'm back. My water. So I'm going to redeem hydration. All right, let's play match 3. Playing 4-color Paradoxical today. Played against Rug, Lutri round 1, and round 2 against Doomsday. Don't think the Doomsday matchup is great, but it's obviously winnable. You can check out the deck list via Cardboard Live, the extension, or typing ! deck list. What are other people up to on this Friday? It's really nice here. My window is open right to the right of me, and it feels super nice. Oh wow, it's 76 Fahrenheit. 76 F to Celsius. Which is 24 Celsius. What does his hand do? This is probably a keep. What do I think the idea is with the Fluster and Pyroblast split? I mean, sometimes Fluster is better and sometimes Pyroblast is better. What is SMT? I don't know what I want to do with these yet until what my opponent's doing. So that's why I don't love this. Stone Morgistic. I like that. Really like that. I don't know why. Stone Morgistic. That gets a chuckle from me. Yeah, Armath, we're going to promote you. Shimagani generic? Maybe. Alright. Please, no sphere. By the way, this doesn't actually do very much. Vamp for Lotus, I guess. Then play Lotus Mentor. Then throw a Mystical away into the Chalice. If I had another turn, like if I actually got to untap, I could tinker them into Citadel, but I can't, so let's go for Hurks. Oh, maybe that was better actually. Alright, I'm gonna pursue the Mentor line, but that definitely could be better. I do have Hurkyls in my main deck. There was a while where I didn't, so I forgot about that. Obviously not a great excuse, but so I'm gonna Mystical and just, throw it away to make a monk, which is fine. Yeah, Mopal is generally good only in paradoxical style decks or Belcher. PO for 2 seems very unexciting. I do not want to do that, personally. Maybe they missed the trigger. Kind of hard to do that here. So the danger is Golos or Wasteland basically end the game on the spot. If they draw only mana, that's probably how I win. They have to draw, like, just bad cards repeatedly. Classic Flusterstorms. So I'm just hoping they lose 6 Mana Crypt triggers in a row. And they don't do anything else in the meantime. This is not looking great, though. I am probably going to lose. Like, that's a lot of turns to hope for nothing bad happening to me. By the way, friends, you really shouldn't do this. Like, this doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess it technically does something, but it doesn't really do anything. So, fetch lands are okay. I don't want to draw, like, ordinary lands because they just all die to Ghost Quarter. Correct. That is what it does. Come on, lose the flip. Lose the flip. Wow, rigged. This is rigged, chat. So, probably going to have to chump block with my Monk next turn. I don't think Shops is amazing. I mean, it's still kind of broken because Mishra's Workshop is a broken card, but I think it's at its worst it's been in years, if you ask me. Yeah, maybe not. X, Ryan. I mean, they threw a card away. This was... Actually, the Chalice is what killed me. Without the Chalice, I think I'm actually okay, right? Actually, if they lost 3 flips, I would have won. The safest vintage deck is probably Xerox, a Xerox variant. Probably Jeskai Xerox is the safest, if I had to guess. Alright, I am dead now. Now I'm drawing dead. Kind of sucked. I mean, they threw away this card. I still lost, which can happen. Trying to debate what the last card I should cut is. I think Lavinia is good on the play, but I'll side it out on the draw. Top is better than Probe, I think, on average. They're both kind of mediocre, but top with Citadel is like broken. Lightning Bolt's not that insane versus this variant, but I do like it for a Revoker. Like, just, you don't have answers to Revoker, I think you can lose games that you shouldn't. I could still cut one top, and that's actually what I think I'm going to do. You could cut a top or a Preordain, I think. It might be better to cut Preordain instead, because top is sort of integral to the rest of the game plan. So yeah, I'm going to actually cut a Preordain instead of a top. I think it's pretty obvious that the other cards can go, though. Nah, I can do better. No. Okay, the thing about Karn, if Karn's in play versus deck, you're dead. So I think trying to needle Karn is bad. Balance would be good versus Ravager Shop, but I think it's less good versus this variant. I'm just going to play Lavinia on one, personally. If I draw any mana source and I have a Mentor behind, which is kind of nuts, then I can Vamp Tutor. Obviously, there's ways for this to go bad, but I think on 6 cards, this is definitely a keep. I'd rather have the Lavinia played than force their first play, I think, yeah. Because if you think about it this way, they can't even play like a Sphere or a Trinisphere or something like that in turn 1. Like, they might not be able to... Yeah, see. I was going to say they might not be able to actually do anything. I could Vamp, but I think I would rather just... Okay. I was hoping to just draw a mana source naturally instead of Vamping. Our opponent paid the Lavinia tax. The Jet's good, the others are not good. Actually... There's 2 ways to play this. I could put the Jet in my hand or the Force in my hand. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the Jet in my hand. It's obviously scary to do that, but... Well, it depends on what they do on this turn, I think. We are host by a Sphere, but I can also just Vamp for a land instead, right? If they play a Sphere. Yeah, this was the downside. Do I get Ancestral or Academy? I'm supposed to get Ancestral. This is like kind of an awkward spot to be in. Alright, that's actually pretty good, I think. I think I'm just going to play Mentor next turn with Force Backup. Why did they only play that for 3? Okay. I'm not forcing that. I think the Mentor can actually outpace it. I'm glad they didn't try playing the card for more, because I think Moto would just tell them, and then that would be bad for me. But so I'm not allowed to attack because it has Sneaky Reach, and I don't want to trade my stuff for their stuff. So I'm just going to say go Mystical for a Tinker and Step and Tinker with Force Backup. I'm really glad that they appeared to not know what my card does, because I think I would have lost otherwise. I'm also going to keep an eye on if Mystical for Hurkyl is actually lethal. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so it's not lethal. Sucks. Alright, I think I'm actually just going to let all my creatures die and tinker and hope to get out of it. Getting Bolt. If I get Bolt, I bolt that. I pay for these two, let those 3 die. So they would take 4, they would be at 12. I don't think that actually wins. I think I'm just gonna... Wait, what if I just tinker for Blightsteel? How does tinkering for Blightsteel lose? I don't even have to pay for Tabernacle with Blightsteel because it's indestructible. Right, yeah, I'm just gonna tinker for Blightsteel, I think. No, you don't. It's indestructible. DC. As someone who's played a lot with Merit Lage and Tabernacle, trust me. You'd rather get Citadel? Alright. The real problem with Citadel is that if I hit a land clump, I can't even do anything with top. So Citadel or Blightsteel? Chat, what do you think? Well, they could also have Ensnaring Bridge, which would be a problem. Yeah, I think it's Blightsteel. Just checking it actually said indestructible on it. I mean, I would always like duplicate, but whatever. We'll take our losses to duplicate. I don't think this version plays Ballista Skeptimist. So I'm going to Preordain looking for Bolt, because if they only block with the Stone Coil, then I can Bolt it for the win. Looks probably a better than average draw. This is a really funny null rod, in my opinion. So if they draw Sprite, or if they draw Stone Coil, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, be it 13, 13. All right, big robot did them in. All right, game 3 versus Golo Shops. Yeah, put the Preordain and Teferi back in. Lavinia was so good that game because it tricked my opponent, I think, more than anything else. I don't think it was like actually that good, but it tricked them, right? Balance on the draw? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think balance is actually that good versus them. I mean, I guess it could. Yeah, if they played Golos off 2 chops, they probably just lose that game instead very easily. Alright, I'll have balance in instead of Teferi. I think that's probably correct. This is not it, friends. I think I can do better. I mean, like... yeah, I think I can just do better. Blightsteel was good last game, but the trick is it's really hard to cast it, especially through a Null Rod. Guess I just... I kind of want to keep the Sprite Dragon, but I think I'm actually going to bottom the Emerald. Probably going to lose this one, but I think mulling to 5 was correct. Like, I think this hand was better than the other two by a lot, actually. Like, now if I draw a blue or red Mox, it's actually, like, pretty good. A Lotus would be decent, too. Okay, that's fine. I'm a coward. No thanks. Yes, thanks. They're gonna name Scalding Tarn. It's really annoying. We've skillfully managed to avoid putting. Oh, the name Dak? Dak's not even in my deck. That's sweet. Alright, that stops Tinker, I guess, but, like, who cares? Alright, the plan is to ride the Sprite Dragon to victory, I think. Oh, that was a really good draw, actually. I'm really glad they didn't Spyglass my obvious land that I think most people would Spyglass. You have to type card in front of it. It stops Yawgmoth's will, right? Well, it stops Citadel, that's true. It's probably right for them to have it in. Seven Stone Coil. Right. Hitting a land is so much better than not, so I'm gonna do this. Why is the Blightsteel always here? It's kind of absurd that it's just always here. Insta Shuffle? No, I think the Hurkyls is good. And I can spin top to check again. I can respin at their end step, so we'll evaluate what's going on after that. Did they just not play the the wasteland from their graveyard. I mean, like, I don't think it actually matters that much, but it seems like they didn't. They're showing 10 damage, by the way, but 10 is not 11. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to play it out because there's a whole bunch of ways to play it out. Alright, suppose I attack for 5, draw the Hurkyls inside their combat step, Hurks them. They can replay so they'll be at 12. They'll replay the Stone Coil, then I'll have to Merchant Scroll for Hurks. What happens if I just wait until their end step to Hurks and leave the Sprite Dragon back? So I'll take 7, go to 4. Assume they draw nothing. I Hurks them. Then I fetch. Play. It gets kind of complicated. Alright. I think I actually am supposed to say go, but it's hard. There's a Hurkyls on top, yeah. That's what I'm thinking about. I know I'm not far from racing, but I want to think about it before I actually do it. All right. I don't think so. Aizen, the problem is I can't attack into the Stone Coil next turn, right? I don't think that's actually good. was really annoying, actually. Yo, Anderson Claire, thank you for the follow. Anderson Eclair. I think I'm gonna Herx right here in response. They can make a stone coil, but it's not that big, and it ties up of mana during their upkeep. Oh, I can float. Yeah, so I'm supposed to float. Let that resolve, then Herx them. No, I wanted to prevent damage from Golos, because then if I let the Golos connect with me, I can't crack this fetch. And I think I actually want to crack this fetch to cast Merchant Scroll for another, say Hurkyl's Recall or something like that. Is the deck list not updated? I thought it was. Oh, it wasn't. No one said anything. Okay, check now. Mox Jet. Well, it couldn't be because of Revoker, right? Alright, do I want to draw top? Probably not. I could have fetched EOT'd. Oh, that was what I should have done then. Alright. Yeah, I shouldn't have. I should have floated black only, I think. But now the plan is to just... It's kind of problematic, actually, all around. Are they dead? 5, 6, 7, 8. So no. I should have... Oh my god, why didn't I tap the Pearl? No, it doesn't matter because I had to pay one for that. Alright. I just noticed that they can only pay for 2 of their creatures with Tabernacle. So I want to see what they do. Hurking them now would mean that they wouldn't have to pay 2. As in, I think you should... I mean, I think cracking that fetch is super important. If I had fetched, I would be dead. If I attacked, I would be dead to the Golos. And then the Revoker would force the action, right? What happens if I Herc some draw step? They can't replay Wasteland. The Revoker is gone. Right. Fetching for the second blue, I think, was super important. Kind of hoping they just play a max Stone Coil. I still need to draw land, I think, to be in good shape. Maybe they'll Spyglass a Mox. So I just scroll for Ancestral and hope to get lucky. Yeah, Chain would have been nice there, but I think Chain's really bad. I mean, it's certainly possible I messed up, but I don't think it's as clear-cut as some of Twitch chat was trying to say. Yeah, incepting the Hercs would have been better for me. That was unfortunate. I'm not sure either. I really am not sure, actually. But if you enjoy this stream, hit that follow button, hit that sub button. If you want to support the fundraiser, type !ACS and donate whatever you can. It's for a good cause, the American Cancer Society. Cancer research is an issue near and dear to my heart. But I don't think the extra counter ended up mattering. But I don't know for sure. Maybe it did matter. Did you miss something? Stone Coil Serpent has reach. Eltassi. I guess I could have checked to see if they knew that, I suppose, but it has reach. I'm not in the habit of assuming my opponents don't know how to play. No, I don't think that's the most hidden part. I think the most hidden part is probably the damage can't be prevented. Combat damage can't be prevented by questing Beast. Getting punished by not leaving up Flusterstorm, but you know, shit happens. Probably dead. Maybe they will die to their Citadel. The real secret is questing Beast doesn't have reach. Coderific, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. If they have Lattice on their sideboard, they can cast it. Yep. It's not great. Okay. I was going to vintage them on turn 2, but they vintaged me on turn 1 instead. So looks like a good matchup for Hurkyl's Recall. I think it looks like they are shops with Urza. So I'm gonna leave in the Pyros for Urza, but besides that, I don't want the Fluster in my deck, I think. Yo, what's up, Scrib Jones? We're trying to raise money for cancer research. Unban Tinker and Legacy. I don't think anyone really wants that. We got there for sure. Actually, maybe I just don't have Blast in my deck and just accept my losses to Urza. I do want the big robot, I think, though. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this. One time a Twitch chatter unerringly tried to convince you that unbanning Goblin Recruiter was a good idea. I don't know, like, card is pretty powerful, obviously, but it's hard to say how powerful it actually is. And also, it's a lot of clicking. Alright. Against my better judgment, I'm going to keep this. Are you sure they're PO? Like, they have Mishra's Workshop in their deck. Did you tell them it was banned and then they replaced it with like a mountain or something? Okay, well, I was not sure if they were PO or not. Oh, I think the opposite is true. I think Recruiter is bad for paper events and better for online events because, well, I guess it's kind of bad all around, you know? Actually. Yeah, actually, I think it's just bad all around, personally. I'm hoping their Tinker fizzles, but I can't do much. Oh no, they can't even Tinker, never mind. So they can Tinker this turn. I can Hurkyl them in response to their first spell that they cast. Four. I don't think it's lethal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess I just spin again, looking for something better. Second Sprite Dragon. For the second Sprite Dragon, but I have no anything else. The second Sprite Dragon's lethal next turn anyways, so I might as well just sit on my Hurkyls instead, I think, right? So they're like mono blue workshop, Tinker. So they're like shop splashing PO, Tinker, and Urza, I guess. Okay. I definitely do want Pyroblast versus deck, I guess. Emery clearing out your top cards is pretty funny. I don't know why Emrakul is in their deck. Seems kind of peculiar. Yeah, Whoops, I forgot to float a blue. I should have floated a blue. I accidentally misclicked. Everything else was correct though. That game. Right. Now that they've shown me Emery, I want that. Yo, Otter Lady, thank you for the resub. Choo-choo, the PO train coming. Yeah, we're giving it a go. Alright, I'm going to set Lavinia on the draw again. Doesn't look like they have spheres in their deck, which is kind of nice. I honestly don't think they have Wasteland. I'm going to cut the island then for that reason. Oh, wait. Thanks for everyone being here. Appreciate all y'all. And we're going to game 3 versus a very interesting deck. Shop Splash Blue, I guess, is what I would call it. Pretty heavy blue splash, though. Think it's a reluctant keep. Like, this hand, it's actually kind of not as insane as it looks. No fast mana. Kind of exposed. My opponent just wants to do something broken, but I'm going to keep it. So Lotus is my best draw, because Lotus is lethal. A Lotus or a Mox are both okay, I think. Okay, I'm drawing dead now. Kind of frustrating, but I suppose that happened. Like, that was the risk I was taking by keeping that hand. The hand's really good if I get a single turn where something stupid doesn't happen to me, but my opponent basically just had a really broken draw, right? That happens sometimes, I guess. It strikes me as not the most consistent strategy, but, you know, good beats. Alright. Round 5 of the first league coming up. People want to support the stream, hit that follow button, hit that sub button. People want to support the fundraiser, type exclamation point ACS. Yeah, they did draw a lot of Tinkers. Kind of frustrating. But Tinker is a good card. Rematch. Alright. This is not the most insane hand versus this opponent who was playing Ghost Shops earlier, but... Wait, here's a link to the donation if you want to donate. Any amount is appreciated, no matter how big or small. I think I'm gonna just play Island Soul Ring top, activate top. I played Hall of Vine last night, the like updated one. Or I guess more accurate, I played the updated like 8 squee version. And it did not feel that good to me personally. It's possible I'm just bad with it. That's always a possibility. Yeah, it's pretty easy to exploit the hollow deck if you want to. I think Bug is kind of a tough matchup. It was my observation. That's a turn 2 Tinker. Assuming nothing bad happens to me, of course, is the answer. It's only a turn 2 Tinker if I don't get sphered or stripped or carned. Might just Mystical for Hurkyls instead. So I'm Mystical for Hurkyls, EOT Hurkyls, which clears out their Thorn at least. Then what? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna. Well, I think I should cast some Mystical. The question is, do I crack my fetch as well? I guess I'll see what they do. Probably just have to say go and hope nothing bad happens to me. Second Revoker would be brutal. Eternal Walker, thank you for the follow. What's the plan here, though? Okay. I guess the plan is to Hurks them. That's fine. Hurks them off those to crack this spin top off C. And hope things go well. That's super, super frustrating. Actually, Tundra is probably my worst land. No, I don't think so. I think my blue is my constraint. I don't think the number of cards matters. I think just casting all my stuff is what matters. I got pretty lucky to win that one, I think. I actually am surprised that they conceded right there, but we'll take it. Is this what I was doing? Is this what I was doing before on the draw? It looks like it, right? My opponent did scoop to harmonize. It was actually tidings, but I think for the second week I'm actually going to play another Hurkyl's Recall and probably just cut the balance. Balance was for Bug more. I guess Bug is the most played deck. Because balancing an Oof and Leovold is really good. And they don't actually have that much permission in Bug. So balance is easier to resolve. Lose the Null Rod but have turn 1 Tinker. Why would I PO? I could just tutor for Tinker, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? I spend 1 on Soul Ring, so that's 5. So I tutor for Tinker. Yeah. I mean, if they have something, they have it. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just hoping they have like a Crucible. That's fine. Uh-oh. Don't do it, opponent. Come on, just play a 4/4 Stone Coil. Don't do it. Opponent! No! No! Opponent! Turn 1 Chalice, I blame you and your username. Look at your... I blame turn 1's username. Maybe they have no follow-up. Alright, I'm done with this game. Chat, now would be a good time to hit that follow button and sub button after the beating you received because of turn 1 Chalice's username. Our big mistake was going second because I won game 1. Yeah, probably. Oh, turn 1 Chalice. Damn, that's cold. I'm gonna just click buttons at random and hope it's good enough for game 3. Why would I choose to play second? It's an excellent question. Why is this always here? I have no fast mana though, which is the real problem. Alright, chat. Should I mulligan? Or should I keep? Alright. I guess I keep, but... I actually am going to Ancestral main phase because I do want to discard that, which is funny. Alright, just give me some Moxen off the top, please. Any Moxen, some Moxen, any Moxen. Come on, deck. Just give it. Give the Moxen. Oh, so I need to specify, not a bunch of Mox Opals. I should specify. I'm just gonna get Island. Watch them have Ghost Quarter. Actually, I'm going to do this instead. Because I think getting the Mox out is so much more important. chat. Guess I can see what I draw. I'm actually thinking about that. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. That might actually be good. I think scrolling for force is not great, personally, but... Should I just burn the walk? I think I should, actually. That's good. Vamp for Lotus. Tap to draw. What if I vamp for Mana Crypt? That's not great. Could also just scroll for Ancestral this turn. Oh, no, I've already done that. So you want to scroll for Foul and just play Vamp for a Tinker? I guess that actually makes sense, right? And hope I don't get Strip Mined or Wastelanded. Alright, I guess that actually does make sense. It's not that risky, I think, actually, is the reality. I think that's an acceptable risk to take, personally. Feels like I have to force that, right? If I need to force a can, I actually can, so this is fine, I think. I can always vamp for Force of Will, draw it with top. If they play something else I have to force. Obviously, I would prefer not to do that, but... Well, ultimate price, if I let that resolve, that's fine. That's less fine. I think I'm still gonna get Tinker, right? Vamp for Tinker. I suppose I could see if there's a land here and then vamp next turn. I'll be at 12. Alright. Lotus just lets me do it all, I think. So I draw the Lotus for turn, vamp for Tinker, Tinker for the Citadel. I'll be at 13, but the top will be gone. That looks pretty good to me. Guess I just say go and counter their Golos, right? That's why I held priority. There, I thought about forcing the Hurkyls, but I think it's just better to force the Golos. Could have done that. I think that's unnecessarily unsafe because I don't have a time walk behind or something like that. But maybe I shouldn't worry about that. So maybe I just let that go in case if they have a Karn behind, right? Yeah, I'll just let it go. I don't think it actually matters. I mean, sure they get a rampant growth, but like, who cares? Does that one matter? Doesn't. Yeah. I'm just gonna Hurkyls them off the Soul Ring and Island. I changed my mind. I think it's just better to just conserve all of the life points. Will is a kill, I think. I can just Tinker Time Walk actually as well, which is probably the fastest way. It didn't really. I had them. Oh no, I can't Tinker. That's here. But this is like super lethal. Okay, so finished 3-2. Slightly above average. A lot of the matches were close. The deck feels really good. I mean, you know, lost both of those matches 1-2. Beat Discover End, beat the Lutrian, beat the Shops rematch. I'm gonna play some matches of another league. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick first and get some more water. If you want to support the stream, hit that follow button, hit that sub button. If you want to support the fundraiser, any amount is appreciated. Do it at this link. Donate any amount that you can afford. And I'll be right back in a few minutes. I'll probably open a booster pack in between the leagues. Alright, I'm back. It's time to open some boosters because a bunch of people have donated. At least one booster, maybe more. But let's see what's in the Nissa booster. Maybe there's a Nissa inside, you know? Well, here's an Into the Royal. Decent card. Cleansing Wildfire, kind of whatever. Turn Timber Ascetic, 5/4 for 5 that gains 3 relevant creature types. My favorite common set, Field Research. Disenchant, which was reprinted for God knows what reason. Kazantu Stomper, 6/5 for 6. Return up to 2 lands you control to owner's hand. Tazim Raptor, 2/2 for 3. Flying, has the same tax, only returns 1 land. Anti-Cognition. This card is bad. Stop putting it in your decks, people. Marauding White Priest, 3/2 for 3. Whenever you gain a life, each opponent loses a life. Has a very machine gun feel to it. Expedition Skulker, 2/2 for 2. Rogue. If you have another rogue, it has Death Touch. Demon's Disciple, 3/1 for 3. There's another card that did this. Don't remember the name, but it forces each player to sacrifice a creature or a planeswalker. Ooh, constructed playable. Soaring Thought Thief. 1/3 for UB Flash Flying. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard, rogues you control get +1/+0. Whenever 1 or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. I don't think Fleshback Marauder kills Planeswalkers Maze's End. That's the counterpoint. Otherwise, you're talking about Merciless Executioner and Fleshback Marauder. Plaguecrafter, that's the one. Polaka Predation, Coercion for 3 or greater card. Also a Black Source on the backside. That's one of the worst. It's like, okay, it's playable. Inscription of Ruin. This card is great. It's Mind Rot or Vanquish the Weak or Reanimate a small creature. And we have a forest. So let's rank the cards in terms of power level. I think Soaring Thought Thief is really up there for me. But also, this pack is actually pretty good. Alright. Kind of weird. I think all of the blue commons are actually better than Predation, but the Predation's like the 5th best card in the pack still. I've cooled a little bit on the MDFCs being high picks personally, unless if they're really good. Alright, Inscription of Ruin, number 1. Soaring Thought Thief, number 2. Into the Row, number 3. Field Research, number 4. Poaka Predation, number 5. And that's how I would rank them, and that's how I would take them. Alright. Let's get back to the games for League number 2 with 4-color Paradoxical. I'm probably not going to finish an entire league, but I'm definitely going to play a few matches. Same list. I've decided I didn't want to change it. We didn't get to see Balance shine, but Balance is at its best versus aggro shops or Bug. You think Royal is better than Thought Thief? I kind of just like... I think Thought Thief is really strong, and if you end up Rogues, they'll be like the best card in your deck. All right. Week 2, match number 1. Let's go. Let's effing go. This hand's just not very good, I think. Well, I think I should mulligan, but... It's debatable if this hand's actually better than the first one, but on 6 cards, I think you have to loosen it up slightly. That's pretty good. Okay, Force pitching Paradoxical. This is a Paradoxical Mirror. Kind of glad I got to initiate right there to force them to force, pun intended. 6 Berg 21. Thank you for the follow. I'm just gonna play Teferi out actually. Can have a really good PO turn next turn. No, I don't think so. Maybe I should have, but if I drew Mana Crypt, I could play the Mentor out. Like, so my counterpoint is, I don't think it matters if I get to untap. I'm going to be so far ahead if I get to untap that it's going to be, like, I don't think missing out on 1 card matters that much. Most people play Esper. Opponent, can you just F6? I mean, Teferi's out. I would appreciate if they F6'd. Oh, okay. That's acceptable too. Alright, so Paradoxical Mirror. Okay, but what does that do? That doesn't actually do anything. I think I'm satisfied with this. I think Lavinia is like still decent sometimes. Even like on the draw it's a little bit weaker, but I think having one is better than like probably any of these cards. The Opal you could make a case for it, but drawing multiple Opal sucks. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like this. Alright, well, in the PO mirrors, I'm not mowing this hand ever. This hand's just very, very, very good. Like, one thing about the mirrors is you need to actually accrue resources to make your paradoxals good. Because you basically need a bare minimum of artifacts. They're probably getting Ancestral. It's fine. I mean, they spent a Lotus and a Scroll to play Ancestral. Alright, so they are 4C probably. Basically, everyone's Esper. The question is if you're a 4-color or not. It's probably like an actual 75 card mirror because that's what was popularized by Bryant and then a bunch of other people talking about it. Yeah, I'm actually okay with this. They're down a bunch of cards. They still have Preordains behind. Still have a Will. If I wait to do it on their turn, yes, if it resolves, I don't have to discard. But if they have Pyro, it's a lot worse for me, I think. Vamp Tutor? Okay. Might be getting tinkered out, which would suck, but whatever. Maybe they vamped for top? debatable if I even really want these cards. I feel like I don't, actually. Do you think they vamped for top? I think it's just kind of bad to vamp for top, personally, but maybe I'm wrong? Okay, these are what I'm looking for, actually. I think making the first move in a mirror postboard is like pretty dangerous. I can drag it out a little bit as well. The thing is, I don't really want to play the Narset without double counterspell backup, essentially. And I think I can wait on that. And the other problem is if they just well, there's a lot of problems actually, but we'll see what they do. Them not having shuffles is like really good for me actually, I think. Well, this is kind of just nuts. Okay. Suppose I should have waited another turn because they're like capped on red. But thought that was a good window to like clear them out of a bunch of stuff. That sucks. Alright. I don't think it's lethal, but it's not great. I think I should have just waited, actually. Probably goofed it. Surprised they're playing Ponder instead of Merchant Scroll. So what can I will for? I can will for Ancestral Preordain. Is that good enough? That'd be good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna do it now. Alright. I think I could have played this better. I should have just waited on more stuff. There's no reason to get hasty. What's up, Bubbling Beebles? Thank you for the follow. That could not have gone worse for me, but sometimes that happens, I guess. I really threw it by initiating on that one turn. I should have just waited. I had so much time to wait. Because I could have found a force as well and then initiated with Narset the following turn with Force, Pyro, Fluster backup. Peggy, thank you for the follow. Right. I actually do love Lavinia on the play for the reasons I've mentioned before. I guess. This is not the most exciting hand, but so I'm gonna get Volk and play Mana Vault and say go. The punish is drawing Mentor for getting that exact land, but I have a lot of red cards in my deck. I have more red cards than black cards or white cards. Well, actually, white cards is close, so. Not great. So I think the plan is to end step PO, see if they counter that. If they counter it, great, then I'll just tinker. If they don't counter it, also great, because I'll have a bunch of cards. Yo, G Kan Ho. Thank you for the follow. Shuffle that. Can't cast that. Scroll for I think I have it. Scroll for mystical, mystical for time walk. Draw the time walk with the top. Use Citadel to sacrifice the Mana Crypt. I think that works out. What was my opponent saying? Oh. Yeah, I think I threw game 2, but fortunately my deck delivered in game 3 with that explosive Tinker turn, obviously. It's a Tinker deck first and a PO deck second, so everything works out. All right. What does this hand do? Nothing really. All right, I'm just gonna mulligan. This hand's much better. Bottom Brainstorm or bottom Mox Opal? Could bottom Lavinia because I'm on the draw, actually. That's probably correct. Alright, so bug pile. Stone Brigand, thank you for the follow. Alright, perfect. A lot of shitty cards put back. It's less perfect. Alright, looking for a Tinker or some card draw spells or something else. I also don't understand the Black Lotus. I'm pretty happy it happened, personally. Leovold? Probably forcing a Leovold. Yep. This is a matchup where bounce is actually good for what it's worth. They don't have a lot of artifact land, they have a lot of creatures. Not so good. I was hoping to draw Tinker right there, but that's bad news, Bears. I really hope to draw Tinker now. A lot of my cards don't do anything because of Narset. Days, okay. God, super annoying. Going to get dug to death here, I guess. Dug to death. Dig to death. All right, Tinker, Tinker, Tinker. Probably going to cycle the PO for one on their turn, frankly. Maybe that's not good enough. Maybe I just have to wait for a Pyroblast to blast the Narset and then PO. I guess I do. Alright, never mind. I'm just going to cycle this PO for one. Because now it's like very bad for me. No reason to target more than one permanent. Okay. Tinker! Okay, that is a Tinker in disguise. sucks. Feel like I got away with murder, but I can't win now. Unseeing doesn't even do anything, so I'm just gonna plus Teferi Sego and hope they don't kill me. Unfortunately, I'll be at 3. Best case scenario, like worst case scenario, I'm at 3. Actually, worst case scenario is they draw a trophy. Actually, I can fluster the trophy because they don't have any lands for their death rights. If I find enough permanents, I can actually kill them with the Teferi. Alright, so they're gonna put me to 1 instead. Oh, okay. I'm fine with this. I feel like they should have actually attacked me. Okay. I think I have to get Will. So I cast Will. I think it has to be Will because my walk is in the yard. So the goal is to get to 10 permanents for my Citadel and activate it. So Will. All of the card draw spells are off, but that allows me a time walk as well, probably. But then I can also vamp for the mentor. So Will. Okay, hold on. Will puts me to 4. No, I'm going to 5. Then I'm going to 5 off the vamp, going to 2 off that. So I have to get kind of lucky, but it's probably my best shot. Alright. The alternative is to get Mentor and hope I chain enough stuff, but I think that's kind of hard because I can't draw any cards, right? And I'll also be at a low kill. Alright, so yeah, I'll get Will. That's an extra permanent for the Mentor, so probably I'm supposed to sit on it. Alright. Alright, y'all. I have to get lucky. There has to be more artifacts in the future. Damn! I really shouldn't have had a shot. Instead, had an outside window. Maybe there was a better way to navigate that, I guess. So apparently there's some... I might need to reboot my MTGO because it's like causing a lot of problems. Yeah, that was unfortunate, but whatever. Alright, game 2 versus Bug. That was really frustrating. That game 1 was frustrating as hell, but I could have maybe played it slightly better. Maybe just getting the Mentor up front is better. Oh, this hand's nice. Looking for a land. That's all I have. That's my turn 1. Opponent has to stop during my draw step. Do I play on days? I guess it's free if I play my land first. Okay, that's fine. Sprite Dragon's really good in this matchup, even though, like, yeah, they have a bunch of trophies, but they're forced to have a trophy. If they don't have it, they just take a bunch of damage immediately. Card donate. Here's the thing about the bug decks, they're not particularly powerful, so when this stuff happens, it's kind of hard for them to catch up sometimes. It's a two-shot anyways, so there's actually no reason to draw that card right now. So I can just sit here and spin the top again if something needs to happen. Right, now I probably just want to draw the Delta instead of the Pearl. Like, if this doesn't die, they lose anyways, so, like, who cares? I think that's fine. I feel like they either have Trophying Days or they're looking for Trophying Days, and honestly, I think we can just let that go. That also does not matter. The 7/7 Sprite Dragon matters, though. And there you go. Game 3. Okay. I don't want to change anything for Game 3. What's up, Mongrass? We're in Game 3 versus Bug. I'm going to use the restroom real quick and play it. And play Game 3 then. Alright, I'm going to hit the submit button now. And here we go. Uh-huh. I came to play with power, not without power, you know? Yes, I accept all these things. Is this good? Chat, is this good? If so, why? This is not good? I don't believe you, Armath. I actually don't believe you this time, buddy. can do it better. Yup. Yup. This is good, it's great. Right. This is some real nonsense going on here. Alright, did I find the mentor yet? I did not. Seems bad, IMO. Is that why I always beat you? If you can't identify this is good, you might have problems in assessing what's good or bad then. I have all of the Mox and plus time walk, so the Sprite Dragon should be lethal. Math chat, thank you for the donation. I believe I know who that is. We could probably hardcast his Blightsteel, huh? It's kind of funny, but we're not going to do that. This is a true Storm deck at work here, you know? Casual Storm 24. I could loop tops a bunch to like make so much stuff that... Is there also meth chat? Probably not. Yeah, the actual storm cards are not good, but this nonsense is definitely good enough. I can discard my Blightsteel to shuffle as well. Alright. You know, that was a fun turn one for me. Our opponent's turn one was very pedestrian. My turn one was dead you. Well, my turn two, but I cast 2 time walks. Alright. Okay. So with that, I think I'm going to call it. I'm a little bit tired now. We played 7 matches. But before I go, does anyone else want to donate to the fundraiser, follow or sub? I might open some chests to go down to 77 chests. If this were good, my opponent would have conceded. Therefore, it's not good. But they eventually did concede, right? Alright, let's open some chests to go down to 77. Ooh. Is a Retrofitter Foundry worth anything? It might be. Yes, nice. I don't think the braids is worth anything. Deep Sea Kraken. You have a feeling there's one more donation coming? Sweet. Julian! Is that you, Julian? I'm losing it. There's math chat and meth chat. I truly am losing it. Any other donations or follows or subs? Flame Break's not worth anything. This was a classic of standard. What Flame Break was good for was killing Troll Ascetic, because it cannot regenerate from Flame Break. Alright, let's see what else we got. Pristine Skywise, 35 play points, that's above average. So this is... I don't remember this card existing anymore. Your video is about 4 minutes behind. There's been a little bit of buffering. I don't know why. I think Moto's eating up a lot of RAM. Is probably. Baneslayer, you've aged so bad. It is a mythic. And Yojimbo, who bars way, not quite a mythic. I'm still in a game. You can probably refresh. Assemble the Legion, Mindshrieker. This card was really messed up and limited. Your opponent would just be dead if you activate it like 5 times in a game, because it would be like a bunch of damage. Yeah, unfortunately Baneslayer is not good in standard. Arya. Right. Timoret the Murder King. There is a Timoret legal in standard, and it's not this one. It's a Timoret... What is it called? I want to remember what the Timoret in standard is called. Yeah, Dream Trawler is a lot better. And Dream Trawler is a rare. This card's good. Sort of. Phoenix of Ash is good versus getting milled. Timoret who calls the dead, maybe? Unbreakable formation and 45 play points. Alright. Timoret chosen from death. Okay, that's cool. We're down to 77 chests because there was a bunch of 77s that just happened in the donation. I don't know why. Okay, I lied. I know why, but I think it's funny. Yep, thanks for everyone being here. I'm going to rate someone. If you enjoy this stream, and if you want to donate, donations at !ACS. If you want to support the stream, hit the follow button, hit the sub button. Everything's appreciated. Let's see who else is streaming some old formats. Looking for vintage or legacy. Vintage. Is anyone playing vintage? It looks like no. Legacy. Okay, Tom, I'll let you pick. Who should I raid, Tom? Because Tom just donated, I think, 77 and 7.77. Could read Shoop. What is Shoop testing? Oh, just MPL-less. That's not that exciting. All right. All right, this person's rating or streaming DPS, so I'll raid them. Is there a 2-digit prime number that consists of all 7s? No. How could there be? If it's all 7s, it's divisible by 7, right? I should be back next week sometime. Not sure when. Thanks, everyone. See ya.